All right, welcome back everybody. What is going on? Man, it's been a little while since I've put anything out here. Been busy doing some things, stuff comes up. We did go hunting a few weeks ago. Kind of made a little video on it, but unfortunately I didn't see any aoudad this time again. My wife did see some up on the ridge, but that ridge was about 200 to 250 yard shot plus to go and get it. It was just way too late in the day to try and do anything like that, so just let them ended up going, and didn't take anything last time we were out. I saw some deer come to the feeders when I was out, and had some pigs, some hogs come. I waited on the hogs. I didn't take any because of course I'm out there for the aoudad and was hoping for that, but I saw a couple of hogs, didn't take any of those. So yeah, I just, I'm not going to put that video out, just another hanging out in the stand, even though we still had a good time, but yeah. So, but we do have another one coming up here again in a few weeks at another ranch. The one that we were supposed to go to right before we went to Italy about 6 months ago or so, they actually just recently upped their caliber minimum. Apparently they've been having a problem with people hunting with 270s and a little bit smaller, hitting animals and the animals not dying, and so they're just injuring them, which of course is not good. So they actually upped it up to a minimum of a 300 or a 308, something like that. I don't remember exactly what they did, but we asked them about it. We said, hey, we've done this a few times. They kind of explained to us in our situation, said we didn't want to buy another gun just for one hunt. And they understood that, and so they gave us our refund back, which is, that's thank you for them. And but hey, I can understand their side too. So it is what it is. But we got another ranch to go to here in a few weeks. So try and get an aoudad again, or a couple aoudad each. And yeah, so fishing should be coming up soon. We got turkey coming up soon. And aside from hunting, I know I've been doing some just kind of hunting and stuff lately. I know I've talked about it months ago, motorcycle stuff. I did get my title, and I had to do reinspection, did reinspection the other day, so that'll be back on the road here very shortly, so that will be coming. We got MotoGP coming up again in a few weeks, or a few months, I guess, in April. So we got something, I got some other stuff coming up, so trying to get back into it. Want to get back into it for you guys. I appreciate the subscribers that have shown up lately. And if you're new here, if you're new to the channel, my channel's just real quick. My channel's just kind of a little bit of everything that I do at any time. So I'm not just kind of one thing. So if you're here for to hear about what's going to go on here in just a second, hey, great, I appreciate it. If you're here for the hunting stuff, outdoor stuff, we'll be doing that. But I do travel stuff, do some motorcycle stuff. So, but again, thank you for all the subscribers that have been around, those that have shown up, and if you're new here, please hit that button. I'd really appreciate it. So what we'll get into here today real quick, if you've seen some of my older videos, we do have the Savage Access 270 rifle that we've been hunting with, but every time I've shot it, from the beginning of the time that I've shot it, and like a lot of other people have said, just not really a fan of the trigger. It's like a $350 rifle. For $350, I think it's a really good rifle, but of course in that price range, you're gonna make some compromises somewhere. The trigger is on the manufacturing side, something cheap, but on the consumer side, it's easily something that we can upgrade with something aftermarket. So I can obviously see why and get why they went that route. It's not a bad trigger, it's just not a trigger that I like. It's not a trigger that it's not comfortable. And I just measured it. It's about 6.5 pounds right now. So we're gonna try and bring that down a little bit today. It's a quick and easy job. And if I don't like it after that, then we'll probably end up going to a Timney trigger drop-in, which can go anywhere from 1.5 to 4 pounds. But you can cut this spring, take a few coils out, or 1.5 coils out of the spring there to bring that trigger poundage down, and we'll see how it feels after that. Yeah, and then we'll just go from there. So It's obviously not no competition gun, so I don't need it really low. I don't need it, you know, I'm not looking for anything super specific. I bought the gauge puller just to kind of see where I'm at and to see really what the change is. Plus, some of the videos that I've seen that have done this, at least the ones that I've saw, they didn't check it. They're just, you know, oh, they feel so and so. So we'll go through that real quick. So I bought this Wheeler, just a manual spring right here. So this is your final readout here, wherever this stops at. Slide it back for a quick reset, quick and easy. These were usually like 25 bucks or so, but it was on Amazon on sale for like 18 bucks. So picked one of these up. And then it's just basic tools that you need. I grabbed a hammer real quick because once we get into the trigger, there's a little pin that's holding the trigger in place. So between a hammer and a punch to punch the little pin out. Yeah, that's what those will be for. To get the stock off, you need a 4mm Allen key for 2 bolts. We'll get into that. And then to cut the spring, and then there's a retainer ring around that pin that's holding the trigger in. I just have some little cutters here. So, all right, we'll get into the fasteners here real quick, and let's get into it. To get the stock off, it's really simple and easy. It's just 2 bolts, one here and one here, with your 4mm Allen. So I'll go ahead and take those out right now. All right, so I took those 2 screws out and just lift straight up, and stock comes right off. Put that off to the side here. So now we need to take this little retaining pin off right here. It's a little bit blurry. Let's see here. There we go. This little ring on here, and then we'll pop this pin out, and then the trigger will be free. And the spring that we're after is this one right here. And make sure you're holding onto this when you pop this pin out, because it will kind of pop out and get away from you. You don't want to lose this spring. All right, so now that I got the little keeper ring on there, I'm just going to take my 1/8 inch punch and just slowly work this out. All right, so there's the trigger, there's the spring that we're after. So now, on this open end here, you want to cut the coils on this side here, if you guys can. You want to cut some coils off here. Now I'm going to start with a 1/2 of a coil, starting from the top here. Some people do 1 full coil, some people have gone to 1.5 coils, but we'll start small, because if you cut too much, then your trigger don't work. And I got a hunt here in a couple weeks or a week, so I need this thing to work. But so we'll start small, see where it's at. Like I said, I was about 6.5. I'm not really shooting for a specific number. I'm just kind of going for feel. So yeah. We'll cut this off here real quick and pop it back in. All right, so just put the trigger and the spring back in real quick, and we'll check it with the gauge here. Just about 6. So lost about 1/2 pound on there. I guess we'll do another 1/2 or so. I don't know yet. I wonder if 1/2 a coil is 1/2 pound, but we'll take another 1/2 off, and we'll see how it feels. All right, so we're at 1 full coil right now. Got it back in here, and we'll check it one more time. Wow, that one read 5 pounds. Let's do it one more time. That one was 5.5. Check it one more time real quick. Try and get a kind of an average here. That one was 5. And yeah, it's probably, you know, where you place it on the trigger could be your leverage point too. But that's 5. So I think that's good for right now. I'm gonna put the gun back together real quick. Just pop the stock back on real quick. It's just those 2 bolts and your pin. Don't forget your pin to hold your retaining ring to hold your pin in here. And then I'll test it again just to kind of see how it feels fully in the gun. But it's definitely an improvement. So put this back together again real quick and we'll do one final check. All right, so now the rifle's all back together real quick and we'll do one final check here, one last trigger test. That one read 5. We'll do one more real quick. Kind of habit to cock it the whole way, but don't really need to do that. One more. All right, so we're reading 5 pounds. All right, so we're about a pound and a half on one coil. So it's pretty good. And the rifle, the trigger feels noticeably better. Yeah, that 1.5 pounds is much better. So definitely happy with that. And I'm excited to go try that out in the field and see how that goes. But definitely it's a very, very quick, easy, obviously very cheap when it's practically free to do. And even though I haven't done it yet, or you know, shot it yet, seeing all the other videos and everything, I'd recommend, now that I feel the difference, I would recommend doing it to your rifle also. So until next time, see you guys soon in the field or on the bike. All right, thanks for watching.